And there will be a bilateral automatic exchange. The second stage will be countries which enter into the FATCA arrangement with the US. Inter-se will also have the same arrangement. And those countries which don't enter into this arrangement, there will be a withholding tax on all remittances going into those countries. So there will be a disincentive for all your remittances if you don't cooperate in this automatic transmission of information. So all those who keep monies unlawfully in their accounts and assets unlawfully outside, whether these are profits of crime or profits of tax evasion, time is now running out on them. And therefore, slowly the world is moving towards automatic exchange of information. And once that automatic exchange of information is available, they will be liable for penal action. What is the scheme or the architecture of our strategy? Now, the HSBC accounts were found out in 2008. Those evaders are much cleverer than us. So in 2014 and 15, by the time the NDA government came to power, they are not going to keep monies in their accounts. Similarly, in the Liechtenstein account also, we have found out the accounts, prosecutions have been filed, assessments have been completed in all cases. The NRIs may get the benefit, the others are being prosecuted. So the architecture is that on one hand you cooperate with the international community in the fight for automatic exchange of information, and that's the direction. Your second strategy is that you must have a deterrent law in India. A deterrent law which acts as a deterrent, that if after the closure of the compliance window you keep monies outside, it's going to be a highly penal penalty coupled with prosecution. And the third strategy, which is not de-linked from this, is that as far as domestic money is concerned, we try and squeeze the amount of black money domestically. Now, how is this bill different from normal taxation bills? This bill is different from normal taxation bills because you can pay your income tax, you can pay your interest and penalty and get away. Here there is a compliance window which will be opened after this bill becomes an act, that there will be a tax on undisclosed assets outside. You pay 30% plus 30%. And once the compliance window is closed, you will be charged 30% plus 90%, which means the value of the asset itself would be taken away because it will be 120%. So in the finance bill which you have passed, we have quietly also amended the Money Laundering Act. And this act also we have amended the Money Laundering Act. Keeping unlawful assets outside has been made a predicate offence under the Money Laundering Act. So Money Laundering Act will be applicable if you are found after the compliance window of having an account or an asset outside. You will be liable for prosecution. And under the Money Laundering Act, for this 30 plus 30, that is 60%, or later on for this 120%, the amendment along with the finance bill that we have made, that 120% will be recovered out of your Indian assets, even if you have managed to dispose of or keep secret your foreign asset itself. This is the first time this basic change has been brought about. This asset will be liable for taxation both in the hands of the owner as also the beneficial owner. So for instance, if you go via Cayman Islands and have a trust which is only the beneficial owner, and you can say charge the trust, no, the beneficial owner, the real owner behind that beneficial owner, behind the declared owner, will also be liable. Under Income Tax Act there are time limits, there will be no time limit here. So in the year in which it will be found, so the year in which there is a discovery of your international asset, it will be treated as an income in that year itself. Section 2(1), what does it say? It says assessee means a person being a resident and not ordinary resident in India. तो जो आदमी इस देश में 182 दिन रहेगा सेक्शन 6 इनकम टैक्स एक्ट में, वही रेजिडेंट होगा। तो जो विद्यार्थी बाहर पढ़ता है, जो एनआरआई मेडिसिन स्क्वायर में मौजूद था, जो प्रोफेशनल्स बाहर हैं, वो वहां रहते हैं। If somebody lives casually and spends more than 182 days in India, he'll be liable for taxation in India. He'll be a resident here. But then those who are residents here can today have an asset in England or Switzerland or America. But that should be with RBI permission. और इसमें आपको देख लीजिए, जैसे विद्यार्थी आप गए, जब विद्यार्थी बाहर पढ़ने गया तो घर वाले पेरेंट्स पैसे भेजते थे, वो वापस आ गया, अकाउंट जो उसने खोला हुआ था उसमें थोड़े पैसे रह गए. Is he going to be liable? The answer is no. Kindly read of this act, section 42 and 43, the proviso, कि जिस किसी के छोटे खाते में 5 लाख रुपए के इक्विवेलेंट बाहर कम पड़ा हुआ है, उसके खिलाफ कार्रवाई नहीं होगी.